Welcome to another episode of the LilyPad podcast. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. My name is April. I'm your host, and I cannot wait to start this episode because I'm going to make fun of myself. So, basically, what happened last night was I had everything recorded, and I do post-episode work clearly either later that day or the next day. So I'm getting all of my MP3s onto my laptop. And the first segment that I had done with Jen was never recorded. The music was recorded, but we weren't. And the only logical explanation for that is that I had our microphones muted. That whole 23 minutes. Not even kidding. So that's kind of what happened. There's really nothing else to say about that. So I'm lame. I didn't pay attention to details and missed an entire segment that was, podcast worthy. Anyway, but all of the other tracks are fine. So let's get to it. And, I hope you guys, like I said, are having a great weekend. Anything fun or any kind of crazy shenanigans that you've gotten yourself into, send them my way. I'd love to read your stories. April at thelilypadpodcast.com or thelilypadpodcast@gmail.com. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back. I had to actually tell Sarah to shut up so I could start recording. I'm kidding. I didn't say shut up. What did I say? Can it?
Shh.
Is that what I said?
You said shush. You
Shush.
shushed me like I was a child.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But so Jen and I did the first segment by herself because from your text you had an impromptu nap.
Yeah, it's called sitting down on the bed to watch one episode of something because you're like, I just need a break from this day. And then you wake up 2 hours later and you're like, oh, what happened?
That's like something.
Did anyone feed the dogs?
Because I was sitting here and I'm like, it's 7:15. I'm like, Sarah's never really late. I don't think I've ever known you to be late. So, but that explains it, and it's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally fine. But
All right.
it's all right. I mean, it's not like we have to get up early tomorrow. Well,
No, I don't.
you don't. That's
No.
good. Do you? Oh, you always get up early. You're a morning person.
Not really.
How early do you get up?
If I go to the gym, I've been getting up at like 4 a.m.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't go to the gym
I still have to get up at like 5:30, quarters.
and you don't think that's early at all?
I can't help it.
Why do you wake up that
I'm
early?
a teacher at high school. We have to.
Oh, yeah.
My whole life revolves around the fact that I have to get up early. Doesn't make you want to be a morning person. You just become
Yeah.
a morning person.
You've morphed.
But the 4 a.m. gym thing, that's pretty early. when I wake
That's
up to eat.
devotion
the
and
third
commitment.
Yeah, but like during the regular school year, if I don't do that, I won't go because I
Yeah.
don't have time in the afternoon or in the evening to go. So I have to do the morning one or I don't go. And I have to be home in time. I could do like maybe a 5 o'clock or a 5:30 and take a
That's so
shower
tough.
there, but I can't do that either because I have to
But-
come back and wake up my twins because they won't get out of bed and get ready for school at all if I'm not home.
But
to,
if you
like,
do it,
do that.
Yeah.
if you do it that early too, it's done. It's done.
Yeah, that's what I do. But I work from
Get it
home,
done.
so
You
I don't have to
literally
wake up
just
that
like
early.
it sucks, but like you get to the point where you're like kind of used to it.
Yeah.
The alarm goes off. You know you have 10 minutes to get dressed. You get out the door. You make sure you're ready, and you make sure you get there. And then once you're there, you just do it, and you're fine. It just
and then
takes
you're
a
wide
while,
awake when it's done, and then you feel great.
sort of. Yeah.
Now, were you always a person that liked getting up early? Like, no.
I'm a night owl.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
I like the night
I
myself.
can't stay up late anymore though because I'm too tired.
Isn't it funny when you think about getting older how everything goes into the opposite?
I
Whereas
can't wait to go to bed.
I stay up as late as I
day.
can.
Oh no!
She sleeps until like 11 now.
No, I do not. I wake up
You're
at
like,
9.
You're like literally like my kids.
Yeah, but I don't sleep till 11. I actually hate sleeping that late. I sleep
Okay.
well, actually, 9:30.
Okay.
But I'm up till 2, typically.
Yeah. So are my
Well,
kids.
in my mind, in my mindset,
Same with mine.
it's like you don't have to get up for work, and I don't like that mentality. I like I do like having some of the earlier days. I mean, 7 o'clock I think is fine, but I can't fall asleep before 2. It drives me crazy.
That's because you haven't been working at falling asleep until 2.
No, I've
So
tried.
You shut your technology off. This is me being the mom. Like, shut off your technology.
She's scolding me.
Go to
Kind
bed.
of has a point.
Yeah, but I don't have.
Like, maybe read something in black and white.
Yeah,
like
and
a
honestly,
book
April,
or-
when I get up at and do this gym thing at 4:30 in the morning, and then I work all day, and then I get home and do all the other crap I have
You're
to
all
do,
done.
I cannot stay up past
Yeah.
9:30 because my physical being is like poof.
You just have to physically switch your schedule
Yeah.
until you
Yeah.
retrain yourself to go to sleep. But
So
yeah, I
have
get
to
it. No,
start
I've done it.
retraining, Like, my son's better than my daughter, but I have to start retraining Emily
Mm-hmm.
like mid-August.
Yeah,
I will say this though: when I worked at WRKO a few years ago, that was my Saturday job. I woke up at 4 o'clock because I had to be there by 6.
I believe that.
And on Saturdays, obviously, there's nobody on the road. I actually really liked the ride in. I woke up at 4, I snoozed till maybe 4:15. I was out of the house by 5. Mm-hmm. There's nobody on the road at 6 o'clock on a Saturday going into Boston, and it's still dark out. So I'm driving down 93 going into Boston, and it's so peaceful. And I would put on, I forgot which station it was, but it was one of those college stations that played all that bizarre, out of the ordinary,
Alternative stuff.
so non-mainstream music. I loved listening to that on the way into Boston. And then you get to that point on 93 where it goes around the bend, and then you see the Boston skyline there. It's like my favorite part of 93,
Me too.
right?
Because you're like, there it is.
There it is. And I'm like, I'm going
It's
there.
like that little.
But
But
have you noticed how the skyline has changed dramatically?
no, I'm
in
never
Boston?
up at that time
No,
anymore.
just the skyline. Boston skyline is
Oh.
completely different because
Really?
there's so much construction.
Oh.
There's all these new high rises. It's insane.
Really? I'm going to have to check it out.
Insane.
It's still like pales in comparison to the size of other cities when
yeah,
you see
but
those from
it's
far away.
different. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
Boston's
the
one of the
same.
smaller
I used to
cities.
think I used to think it was so big, and then to New York City one time. The first time I went, oh my
New York
Lord.
New York never ends. It's just
it's you never
massive.
even know where it ends.
Isn't that what they call the city that never sleeps?
Yes, that's what Frank Sinatra called it.
Oh, what are we eating? The Twix bar?
Yeah.
It's also the Lily Pad podcast mukbang. That's how they say it.
What does that mean?
It's the eating shows that I love to do,
Yeah.
that I love to
It
watch.
does her eating shows.
Yeah, she's going to do one with me. We should all do one sometime. I don't have the best setup, but it's fun. It's the weirdest thing.
You do YouTube ones.
Yeah, I was telling Jen that I'm thinking about doing a YouTube live sometime.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be an audience member.
YouTube Live.
Yeah, you could actually sit over there or even where you are, and I can have a camera on me and just say my guests are going to remain visibly anonymous.
Well, at least one of them will.
While I eat food in front of them.
And you can come over here and we'll just eat food and talk about stuff. But yeah, I definitely love eating. The new channel is called April May Eats.
So funny.
Yeah, one word. Each word has the first letter capitalized. But I never thought in a million years that I would do something like that. I mean, what else am I doing? Clearly,
So funny.
but
Are you doing your cooking show still?
I am. I haven't. Well, I could probably do another one this summer now that I'm not having knee surgery.
That's right.
Yeah, so I'm.
Bring on the cooking show.
So now I'll probably do another one in maybe August. Jeff came on the last time we did homemade Italian sausage.
Oh, that's
His
awesome.
grandmother's. It's so basic, and I won't get into detail, but it inspired something for my little food adventure that I got to talk to you guys about when we turn the mics off. I got a text from a friend to a new angle or a new perspective to possibly try to get it off the ground, because everybody in the world who knows me knows that I love to cook. Sarah's had some of my cooking.
Yeah.
Or actually,
I
one
literally drool when you post your Facebook things. I'm like, oh my god, I'd eat that. Like that looks so good.
my new thing that people seem to have fallen in love with is my chili. I do make a pretty good stuffed mushroom. That you've had one of those. She's had
the chili.
the chili, and she's had my impromptu, slightly planned bolognese with the shells.
That was pretty good too.
That
I
was
liked
good.
That.
That actually came out really good.
That's something that I would love.
It really is so easy. A lot of the things with the cooking is and the thing is with all of the shows that I watch on TV and with multiple friends that have their ways of cooking or recipes that I've never heard of, I've just learned so much, and then I take a little bit of that sometimes and throw it all together. And sorry, I have notes for tonight.
Notes.
Some notes,
Wow.
like 4
When
pages
did you have time to do that?
today, because I don't do anything. So, oops. But no, there was an article. I'm going to completely switch gears from food to this because this is like all of the notes that I took. They're all celebrities' names and their ages. Because you know when you're like online and you see like these random stories, and they had a picture of Monica Geller
Oh,
at 60. She
Courtney
Courtney
Cox.
Cox.
yeah, well, so you know who I was talking about when I said Monica. Did you see
took
the
me a minute.
reunion?
I did see the reunion.
I did too at her house. It was good.
You know what? It was kind of funny because
I
I was
liked
telling
it.
my cousin, and I'm like, I don't even think I watched the last episode. And she goes,
Really?
no, this is the bad part. She goes, Jen, we all watched at your house.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh. She goes, you don't remember? We all came over. I'm like, no.
This is what happens. This is what
Yes.
happens after years and years of living. You just are
Yes.
like, oh, that happened. I was there.
Everything
But when they were
just
showing like clips of it from the reunion, I'm like, oh, that looks familiar.
Jen, I love you. I do.
What the heck? Where was I that night? But
Oh,
I
you were
loved
there.
the reunion. I absolutely loved it. I loved
was
it.
really-
thought
I
it was
cried
great.
both times I watched it.
You
actually
did. You cried it.
too.
You cried
She
it.
watched me cry.
She
I
cried.
cry over. I don't cry over real life things.
Oh, I cry over TV and shit all the time.
Me too. And I was like sitting there bawling watching it.
Oh yeah, it's but anything Ross and Rachel, I'm like crying.
If they didn't end up together, I would have been like,
Yeah, why would have been the point? But they even said that in the thing.
That's
They're like,
right.
We have to do this. It was the whole point
Everybody
of the show.
waited.
Why would we not?
10 years for those two to end up together.
Yes, you have to have them be together.
Because
Even
as
if
we
it is
all
the
know,
cheesy ending.
real life doesn't happen like that. So let us at least enjoy it on the.
Let's
on the
pretend.
let's pretend it
that
can
people
happen.
do have soulmates.
That's awesome.
So, Andrea, Sarah just put her face right up to the microphone, so that is going to be a nice loud part. But see, with
it's
my
ironic.
Adobe Audition, I can lower that and make the
No,
levels
I
just
think you
fine.
keep it the way it
That's,
was.
I think
Nice
you should
and
keep
loud.
it that way because the soulmate concept is one effing funny thing. It really is.
Yeah, it's hilarious. That's why I'm still single. You want to know who my soulmate is? Me.
Oh, I know who my soulmate is. Me. It's me.
Yeah, I'm
Absolutely
my own.
mine.
I'm my own best friend.
I am my own best friend.
I'm my own soulmate.
If I don't stand up for myself, no one's
one else
going to.
But
No one else will.
I think there are. Let me rephrase that. The majority of my soulmate is myself, but I think the sprinkles, which is our friends and family, they all add to it. They're all like part of our soulmate is in everybody that we know. It's not like that one person. I think everybody has multiple
Well,
persons.
they contribute to our overall happiness.
And I do think that you find people in your world that you're like, oh my God, like you literally immediately connect with that person.
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't matter if they're a male or a female. They're just like, oh my God, you and I have so much in common. Mm-hmm. Everything you say makes me laugh or makes me smile. Those are really great people.
Some people you're just naturally comfortable
Drawn
with,
to.
where
Yeah.
and drawn to, absolutely, and like I completely agree with that. And I think that
Those are the best people.
those are. It's like, you're my person, so and so. Like I have many persons. You're one of my persons. You're one of my persons. Both of you. My mom is one of my persons. Like
yeah.
one of my biggest persons is my mom. But my friends are just as much family to me as my family because you guys are part of my life, and you enhance it and add to it in a good way. And as we all know, if you don't contribute or if it's negative, then it's time to move on.
Yep.
Yep. No toxicity. I can't speak today, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of like this with the headphones here. This is the first time I've had 3 people down here with my new board. I love this thing.
It's
feel
like
like I'm being
COVID is
tested.
over.
I feel like I'm being tested. Like I'm like so stiff right now because I'm not in my spot.
You know what? She's not. I made
How
her.
come you're not sitting in your
Because
spot?
she really wanted me to put the headphones.
Oh.
I love the. Do you need to answer it? Oh, okay. We're going to take a
Oh,
quick
no, you
break.
should definitely answer that
We'll
one.
be right back on the Lily Pad. And we are back. So we had to take a quick break. Very important call came in, so Jen took care of that. So things are good. And we decided to have some snacks and crunchies and stuff.
Junk
Food. Sarah brought the Sour Patch Kids, but we're not going to get into really the food. I just was looking at the package and had
It's
to.
a cute package.
I had to let everybody out there know it's one of my favorite snacks.
That's the watermelon ones.
The watermelon ones are the best ones. You should put them in
Sorry.
your drink because they actually dissolve. And
No, she's actually the good girl. She's not eating any sugar.
Sugar-free.
oh, you're really doing the thing right now?
I'm totally doing the thing.
I'm
right now.
proud of you. I just go to the gym a lot and hope that I can still
No,
eat crap.
so sugar's my trigger. I can't close my hands if I eat it. It's like I get like almost inflammation.
Really?
Everything that's delicious and wonderful in life, I like my body reacts to.
Wow.
It's good.
Good time.
Jen's feeling good about things.
I'm really enjoying myself.
She just reminded me of sweaty balls.
That was a delicious dish moment.
That was a delicious. I call Sarah's.
She had it down.
Sarah is delicious dish, aka sweaty balls. We had talked about this on her porch, but you were just talking about how wonderful it is, and you looked at me with
And she even said it with the same tone.
this exact same tone. It was, she loved it. It was a good time.
Sweaty balls thing. Yeah.
The sweaty
yeah.
balls.
I get it.
We love
You
them.
have
They're-
that NPR thing down real
yeah,
well.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And everybody should know, especially from the last episode, we all know how much Sarah likes to chew gum on the show. So I gave her a bag of these double bubble
That is so
chewing gum, assorted flavors. They look like chiclets. Look at how
Chiclets
cute
the
those are.
Best thing.
Remember when chiclets came in the little box?
Yes.
The envelope.
And people
I just
would
remember
bring
the
it into
envelope.
school, and you'd be like, "Yes!"
Yeah.
They were like, and then there was the mini ones that were
Yes.
super, super small.
I didn't like the mini ones.
We liked them because we could get away with it at school. No one noticed it.
I liked both. I like them big and small.
Or you weren't allowed to have gum.
Where'd you go to school?
PMA.
No, grammar.
Oh, St. Monica's.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we met. Back in the
Third
day.
grade.
Third grade. Yeah, we've known each other for a long time. And like you and I, we've known each other since freshman year. Mm-hmm. I love that I know you this way and I know you this way, and you guys knew each other from an entirely different way.
Yeah.
But we're all linked together. But before we came back on the break,
But that's like this area.
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's
If
kind
you
of
never leave here, you're like, it's
Incestuous.
incestual.
it's hard to
Everybody knows
it's
each
hard
other.
it's definitely hard to not know somebody or
Oh, God.
the name or somebody
Oh, yeah.
in the
And
family.
when you don't know someone, you're like,
Where have you?
"Fuck is that?"
How did
Where
that
did you
person
come
get
from?
past me?
Yeah.
It's like, wait,
They
you
mustn't be important. They're nobody.
Ouch.
That was
I don't know
harsh,
that
Jen.
person. Well, it,
I feel like I could have been a lot of people's nobody.
Jen, you cut deep.
I gotta say, Jen, your eyebrows look really good.
They do look really good.
Like, they're pretty great.
that makes me so happy.
I
Yeah,
have
they're, like,
mine.
perfect.
Mine have reconnected.
Oh, you're doing the uni?
I have the uni.
Congratulations. You're back.
Yeah, they're about. I'm gonna break them up soon now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. But right now it's uni.
I literally like stare in my magnifying mirror every night.
That you do realize that when we go to the vineyard,
Oh, I got to talk to you about that. But yeah,
I just said the vineyard,
vineyard.
for you. When we go
vineyard.
there,
Yeah.
I'm going to have the peeling going on.
still.
Well, yeah,
you're
because
gonna
it's
peel?
next Friday that I'm going.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait.
And then that's a week.
Wait, when
and
do
then
we
it's
go?
another week. It's like,
Oh.
So you need to wear a baseball hat. Like you can't burn them.
I know. I'm worried.
We did the chemical peels on our feet last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
On your feet.
Yes.
What is that like?
No. They're not chemical peels. Yeah, that's a misnomer.
I
Is it
know.
paraffin?
No, it definitely
No,
wasn't
it's
paraffin.
baby feed.
It's
like,
baby
it's
feed.
not like real. Like
It's a
peeling.
solution that helps get the outer layer of your skin off. I like saying chemical peel because it sounds scary.
Real chemical peel would be like totally not the same. I mean, that
Oh,
would
I
be
know.
serious.
That would be some drastic.
We would have to pay for that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do a chemical peel, but this peel was pretty cool. You put all these plastic
was fun.
booties on, and we had tacos, and we watched the reunion. That place
And
was
did-
good.
And did the baby feet.
What's
did
that place is good? What is that
Ba-
place?
Barrios?
Isn't it great?
Yes, it is.
I really like it
Yeah,
there.
it's a good place.
I found that the braised short rib was my favorite.
Yeah, that was
Same
pretty
with
good.
me.
I liked that
That's
too.
the one that I liked too.
I liked the
didn't
pulled pork.
cola
It was
one.
okay. And what-
Oh, the chicken's good.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
I did the
and I'm not usually a chicken taco
Yeah.
person.
did
but
I get chicken too?
no, you got
I got the pork, the pulled
braised
pork,
pork.
the short ribs, and what was the other thing? Oh, the hamburger,
you got hamburger.
which was kind of spicy. It was good though. But I think I
Yeah,
would
I
do
think
just
we
the short
both
rib.
said the short rib is still our favorite.
I'll only do the short rib moving forward.
I've been there a lot. I went to them in Portsmouth a lot.
I've
first.
only been there once.
And then when this one opened, I went to that one.
I just like it's a good vibe there. It's
It's
nice.
the same vibe they have in
I
Portsmouth.
love sitting outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Is there good parking or no?
The parking's not that bad over there.
Okay.
Because they have the lot that's next to that they use for the farmer's market, I think, on Saturday
Yeah.
mornings or whatever, is, I think it's free. So it's like, that's even better. And there's just parking along the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son does piano right there. So we went there one night.
Well, there you go.
You know, speaking of pianos, that antique piano that was my grandmother's, that we didn't maintain as well as we should have over the years. I think we're eventually going to get rid of it.
You let me know when you're going to get rid of it.
Why you would take it? It's not.
I
It
already have
needs.
2 pianos. I don't think I can take a third on, but
It needs work.
I know someone who could do work for a really good price and
Yeah.
restore it. And it might be a really nice home for somebody else. It's beautiful.
It
Yeah,
is
no, I
beautiful.
would not get rid
it's
of
the
it.
old style.
It,
We weren't going to trash it or anything.
No, I know.
but a lot of people won't take them because if there's a lot of work that needs to be done, they won't take them. Trust me, I have one from 1920,
Yeah.
and then I have a baby grand from the 30s.
And the 1920.
two pianos in my
a
house.
baby grand.
Yeah, free. Both were free. But,
This
Rest, Jen.
well, not restoring them wasn't free, but
the 1920s. You can help me with this one too, because I don't know. I don't remember the year of this one. I'd have to ask my mom because this was my grandmother's. The keys are ivory.
yeah.
Actual
That's
ivory.
how. That's how
So
old that
you-
is.
Like that is so
Back
worth
when they used-
restoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because when they used actual ivory, obviously they stopped years and years ago. But this was
Like
when
sadly, so, like depending upon like so when I got the 2 that I have, the first thing I did is I checked to see if they were worth anything. Because I'm like, ooh, I have these like antiques. They're gems. They're probably worth something. They're not, sadly. But still, you should check it out to see if it's worth something. And then when you get it restored, maybe you could sell it. And if not, you could donate it. But no one's going to take it unless...
I have no idea how they would get that out of this house.
There's a company...
Oh, there's people that do that.
Yeah, there's a company that does it professionally. And I tried 2 companies. One broke my sliding glass door frame.
Well, it's because my doorways, my stairwells and doorways are awkward. This stairwell right here, you know how you're coming in. Yeah. You remember the pivot episode?
Pivot.
In Friends?
I was immediately thinking that.
Yes.
I had a real life pivot because I took a couch in to put down here.
Do you have a bulkhead?
No. And it was that I can show you later, but that stairwell was way too narrow for this couch. And then I got it into the kitchen, and the doors don't line up. So if you see where the second bedroom is, and then the stairwell to come down here is like a little further up. Mm-hmm. So anything that long, you can't turn it. So when we were trying to get it into this stairwell, I kept saying pivot. I thought my mother was going to pee her pants. I almost peed my pants because we were laughing so hard because I was like, pivot. Pivot. I'm like, you know what, let's bring it back outside. It stayed in the garage for like 2 weeks. I gave it to a friend who had a normal-sized door right into her living room. So she took it.
How did this get down here?
I couldn't tell you. It's been down here since I was born.
Yeah.
Because it was my Nana's.
Yeah, so it's always been here.
It's always been here. But I like the part of the ambiance because it's, a piano.
Yeah. I see no reason to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Unless you have to.
Well, more or less, probably get rid of it when I end up, if we don't live here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not going to go into that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's way too far in the future.
So when we came back from break, you guys were talking about something very interesting.
What were we talking about?
Dating.
Oh yeah.
And so I want to talk about dating.
Not dating.
Well, you are. So you're going to lead.
I'm very curious about it because I have friends that are in similar situations where they are dating. And I'm like, how do you meet people?
I don't know
Because
how to
back in
date.
our day, and the day that we were like dating, like
You went
prime
out.
time dating, we'll call it. You just went to a bar.
You met people
and you made out with a
organically.
cute
And
guy.
and you also had friends who had friends, and it was all that.
Yeah, or you met someone at work.
Right. There was a lot of
married
ways to
them.
do it because there were so many single people at the same exact
The thing
time.
is I
and you weren't picky.
even I didn't have it that easy, and I've always been single. But yeah, no, I'm even more picky now. But
But I think the problem is when you get to be this age, we analyze like everything.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you
like
know
when
what
you
doesn't
meet
work.
them now, you're
I just
like,
know what I don't
yeah,
want.
No.
I know what I don't want.
You know what I think it is, though? You know who you are now. Like before. we
More
really
than
didn't-
I
before.
don't think I cared back then who I
No,
was.
exactly, because it didn't
Now I
matter.
care.
Because well, I don't know if it's you didn't care.
Oh no, I probably didn't care.
For me, I don't
Likely.
know if I knew who I really was.
I don't think I ever really thought about it. No one ever asked me who I was or cared who I was.
And you probably didn't think about it, right?
No, exactly. Oh, I didn't bring my charger cord.
Just kidding. I have.
Wicked funny.
It's not funny at all. I have one.
Can you pass me one?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on.
yeah, it's
It's Christmas lights in my purse.
it is a really hard. So today I went to have coffee with a guy that I became friends with from Match. We never went out. We're just friends.
Here.
And he met someone else, so he's like dating this woman right now, and so we just like talk all the time. So like anytime something's like whenever I have like a date or whatever, and it's with a guy, I usually throw that out to him and see what he has to say about situations. So we were talking about it today, and I was like, I can tell you right now that Match.com is not my favorite. It's like my least favorite out of all of them.
No, Plenty
You
of
would think
Fish
that'd be
is
the
worse
one.
than Match.
No, Match you think would be great because you're like filling in the blanks about what you want for a person. And you should get like exactly the people, right? You should get like your perfect fit. It's like my perfect fit clearly doesn't exist. So
But the thing is, that's it right there. Sarah, you can't stop looking for perfect.
I didn't say I wanted total perfect. I'm saying
I
like,
know.
I'm trying to find specific things.
Yeah.
I think you missed what I mean.
No, I know what you mean by perfect fit.
I mean, like,
you don't want somebody
can't
who's
pick
on
somebody who doesn't work like the way I want it to work.
No, I understand that. No, I understand you completely, but
Especially now.
throwing in perfect in the dating realm is just really not the best thing at all.
Perfect.
on any
I mean,
Perfect for you.
on
for
any
me.
level, right? And that's
Yeah, like
that's
has
what you
the
have
key
to.
criteria that you're searching for. Like
you have to have
must
that.
not get
Because when people
shit-faced
say
every
they want the
day.
perfect man or the perfect woman,
No, that's not what I mean.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh, you
I'm
did,
talking
though.
about I switch gears. Pay
Yeah,
attention.
Good.
When people say they want the perfect man or the perfect woman, that's their problem. Your perfect man's not my perfect man.
No, I know.
So, and when you say you're the perfect fit, I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
But it's like, before you just making people understand that you're talking about you specifically, and people have to stop looking for perfection, but it's going to be just right for you.
Yeah.
It's like,
which is just right for her might be perfect for her.
right.
I think that's what I'm here. That's what
Right,
I'm
it's
hearing.
perfect for
yes.
her, exactly. But I just, like I said, I wanted to clarify that because not everybody interprets it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You and I understood where she was coming from,
Yes.
but someone
You
who,
want to let the audience know.
in case anybody listens,
Like, this guy just does not get it, right? So I'm not mean to people when they, like, message me if I know that it wouldn't be, like, a good match. But because the rest of the world ghosts literally everyone.
yeah, that's
okay?
what we're talking about, ghosting
And
people.
it's like, so when I was on this, like, 8 years ago, I didn't really get ghosted even, like, at 40. Like, it was, like, very different. Like, they actually talk to you. Like, yeah, they'd go right away to, like, do you want to get together and have, basically have sex, which is really what a lot of them wanted. But
oh yeah,
they would at least talk to you, like, right away. So now that I've hit the 50 to 53, because that's, like, the highest I go, group, it's you either get them, they write you constantly, and they're, like, someone you don't want to talk to, or they start writing to you, and you seem to be getting along, and all of a sudden they disappear, or they just never respond ever. There's just, like, no in-between. It's so freaking weird.
I used to
It's
get
like,
people.
it's very disheartening, like, and frustrating. Like, you're like, why do I even bother doing this? Because the next person's going to be the exact same.
I used to have
Yeah.
two types of emails. One where they put it out there as far as what they wanted, basically.
Yeah, I like those guys, though. At least they're
Okay,
honest.
because for the most part, you know what they want,
Right.
Even if they're being pigs. And women aren't guilt free. I'm just saying, but. And then you had the guys that, like, one guy emailed me a long time ago, and I think this was a Plenty of Fish, and he had said, he comes to Boston fairly
I
regularly,
hate those people.
and they want someone that they can
Oh,
be
I'm
with. And I'm like,
sure.
really? Does your wife and kid? Is that what you're telling
yeah,
me?
they
just
already
on a
have
business
one
trip,
somewhere else.
right? And so it's like, and they want to wine and dine you and just spend time and have fun. I'm like, so
Oh,
you're
when they're in
gonna
Boston.
do that, and then you're probably gonna
You
kill me.
do know that they all write now that they actually are looking for that right on their profile.
Of course.
And they also say that they're in marriages and they're looking for someone and it's okay with their family. Like, it's
Yep.
just flat out right there. It's everywhere on here.
Really?
Oh, it's
yeah,
horrifying.
it's bad.
You would never believe it. So this
I'd
guy,
struggle with that.
here's a guy, right? So this one writes me the other day. And of course, I'm nice, He says I'm beautiful. So I'm like, oh, thank you very much. It's really nice of you to say. And he's like, oh, how did you know I like to snuggle? Because I said something about snuggling in my profile. Well, I'm not talking to you. And then he goes into this whole thing about my divorce was finally recently finalized, and I've been alone for 6 years, and I'm tired. And I'm like, oh, that's not a good begin. Like, I'm alone for 6 years, and I'm tired. That's not really the way to, like, introduce yourself. I finally have had enough of being alone, so I think I'm going to go off and find someone.
Well, I'm screwed.
Then he goes, I'm a good person. Yeah, but that's not how you start your
No, I know.
introduction.
I know.
And I have a job, he says. And I'm faithful and respectful. And I'm like, I said, I really appreciate that and all. And then I'm like, saying nice things. And I'm like, I don't know if we would make a good match. I said, because, I'm not really like a camping, fishing, hunting person. That's like the stuff he has all over his.
Yeah.
Like, we're
I
not
love
a match.
camping.
Yeah.
Camping, fishing, and hunting at the same time?
Nope.
That's the kind of camper he is.
All
Yeah,
I see
well,
is
You
the-
want to go do that?
What? I just said camping. Where did I
But
say?
he does all three.
I just picked the one that I liked out of it.
So I just said no.
Same for myself.
And I don't really like camping that much unless it's like a
Really?
good bed. Yeah, no, I need
That's
to have,
glamping.
I need like a trailer.
Yeah. No, I need like a nice hotel.
My back doesn't like
My mom said
Around.
her version of camping has a mint on the pillow.
Then he goes,
Yeah.
That's what she does
so
for
this is
camping.
what he said. So I basically said to him, I'm not sure we would make a good match because we don't like the same things.
Yeah.
And
He
that's
goes,
polite.
Well, I'm
That's
a good
nice.
guy, and I think you're very beautiful, and maybe we can talk and go for dinner. I just told you, dude,
dude,
I
I'd
am
be
not.
bored by your
It's
fishing
clearly not
stories.
going to
Yeah.
be for us.
And see, what kills
and
me
they
is
just keep going.
you have people that won't be honest about stuff. At least you're putting it out there saying, listen, you sound nice, but 50% of what you like, I don't like. There might
Right.
not be a real
No
connection.
interest in at all.
I'm not
And
interested.
I'm
Right,
I don't
bored by
wanna
your
do that.
stories.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
love people that love all those things.
Oh,
Good-
yeah.
Good
no
for you, but
interest in
it's
it.
not what
Yeah.
I want to do.
No.
Right.
Or be a part of.
Right. I just don't want to do it. And there's
Or
other
tolerate
people.
when you do it on the weekends.
There's other people that I have dated on here that like. Well, actually, they're not just on Match. I've had more luck with the Tinder crowd, to be perfectly honest with you, because the volume's better. There's more people, and it just seems like there's just more people or something. I don't know. I just seem to get people from there more. And then Bumble's the other one that I've had better luck with. So it just seems like the I hate Match. Like I literally hate it. So.
I've never used those apps. I've never even tried.
Really?
Yeah, they scared me.
Which one?
Tinder or Bumble.
I met Tony on Tinder.
Yeah.
That's where I met him. That was like 8 years ago. Yep. Anyway, so I digress. So 10 days, April, 10 days.
Oh my God, that would have been 10 days from now of me having knee surgery.
I know.
And you're going on vacation instead?
Yeah. I decided that vacation was more important. No, it's just,
That's
know.
not how it panned out.
Well, no,
but-
I told her what happened with that, but that's okay.
So, we're
So that means I
we're
get to
making
have
the
my
most of things.
That's
my
great.
summer.
No,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. You
I'm going to
should-
have it later this year, probably like in November or December, probably in the middle of the holiday season when it's winter out.
That's when I had all my stuff done, and it was so thrilling.
I didn't want to because I didn't want to I didn't want to take a chance at having ice on the ground if I'm recovering from knee surgery, but it is what it is.
It's not like
Stay
you're going to
home.
really go anywhere.
Yeah, just stay home. You'll be fine.
Well, I know that, but
I
have
foot surgery, and it was December when I had mine.
I'm not worried about going out. I just
clearly
would
couldn't
try to
walk.
avoid it if there's ice, clearly. But
But I was
mean,
fine. I made it through.
November, it's not so bad. I'm not really worried about November. And actually, February is usually worse than January. But
Yes.
and he said, the doctor said, I'm going to be fairly mobile fairly quickly, so it won't be too bad.
You'll be up and running like the next day.
Oh, I'll be walking
moving,
that day.
Yeah.
I'll have to do a
mess
stair or two that day, like for just to make sure that I can do it.
Is it a full knee replacement?
No,
No,
partial.
not full.
Partial.
Partial.
Thankfully, it's not full.
Yeah.
Right, and the rest of my leg is great.
Good.
I've had the MRI. I have good strength in the leg, good range of motion, blah, blah, blah. But it's just not going to happen in 10 days. But,
Yeah.
so she's going down to the Cape, and she's let me tag along.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
figured,
going to
you know,
Hilton
we
Head
need to make
2
our...
weeks.
I was just gonna ask you. You mentioned vacation a little while
I've never
ago.
been there.
I always wanted to go there.
Never been.
I heard it's
I'm like, I
beautiful.
was ready to snap, so we're going. We're
think
just
it's
going for like 3
perfect.
nights.
That's
3 or 4
good.
Nights, yeah.
Are you flying down there?
Yep. Yeah.
Do you need
Nice.
someone to take care of your pool?
I have someone to do that, but if you liked it, this is my life. Jesus.
Oh, my Lord.
Wow, this one never calls.
Who is it?
Hello? I'm at a friend's house.
I called him friend. Was that your husband?
No, my son.
No, I knew it wasn't the husband. I knew
Oh.
it was that boy.
Well, I didn't know. It
Because she
was-
said this one never calls. She was talking about the other one.
well, no, that makes sense.
This
That
one
does
and
make
that
sense.
one are the children.
Yes. Well,
That's how you refer to them.
I'm not a mom. I don't pick up on some of those things that you guys
was,
do.
I knew right away who she was talking to.
Yeah.
And of course, he would call this time
Mm-hmm.
when he hasn't called like ever.
Yeah.
Just like
when-
mine,
when
texting
I'm
me
not-
and being
well,
like,
when I'm
"Oh,
not
there's a
there-
mass on the dogs." Like I can
Yeah,
never hear from.
when
her.
I have
there,
no
there's
idea
like-
what that's like.
When I'm not at home,
You're
like,
not missing
everybody's
anything.
uneasy. All 3 of them are uneasy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't happen at my house.
Yeah.
I'm gone all the time.
I'm glue.
Right, April?
Yeah, I steal her away
I'm
constantly.
always gone. I'm like,
I'm like, Sarah, what are you doing?
I don't even think they know I left the house.
But you
I
want-
just left.
Do you need to get out again?
They won't care.
She's like, yes, I do. I'm like, okay.
Well, I like, if I go, they're like, where are you? When
I
are
always
you
tell
gonna
her
go back?
if she ever needs to get out of the house, because I'm like, what, 10 minutes away?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I know it's to fish
Like,
out
I
of
never
water
Go anywhere.
because she's not in her throne. But that is her spot when she's in the
I
studio.
come here, I gravitate right there, and I sit in the corner.
She sits right in the corner.
I know I heard about that.
I like it. there. I feel safe.
You're away from everybody that's trying to chase you.
And every time you walk in here, you have the same smile every time you walk in here. You walk in, you're like, all
I
right.
couldn't wait to get here. I told everybody in my house, I'm like, this is where I'm going. I can't wait to get there. When I feel there, I feel like I'm at home. Like, that's so nice. Why do you feel at home? I'm like, because of Cookie, because of April, because of this, because of that, because of the couch and the lights. And
It's very homey down here.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
It is.
good.
It's
It's
great.
good. It's good times. It's good
It's
times.
great.
It is good times.
It is.
I just love when we all get together.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that same problem, Jen. I don't know. I feel like bad for you, but I also kind of am a little bit resentful because nobody gives a crap that I exist. Well, no, that's totally true. April does.
I totally care.
My mom does. Who else? Is there anybody
My
else
mom.
on the list? Oh, yeah, Cookie cares I exist. It's getting short, though.
but that's a great list.
Yeah, it's
No,
a good list.
notice
It's
Jen
on
hasn't said
your
anything
list.
about that.
What?
No, Jen doesn't need to worry about me. She's got her own problems, and I'm not on the top of her list, and that's okay.
No, I do. I
I
feel
would never be
lucky.
on the top of her list. How on earth would I have been?
Like, I do feel like really, like when I tell you at the end of a really shitty day, when your kid comes in the bedroom at 2:00 in the morning just to kiss you before they go to bed,
That's impressive.
like I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, okay,
See, that's
feels
nice.
really
That
great.
does not happen to me.
See, that's nice. See, I'll never know what that's like.
Although I do,
I'll never know
One
what
of
that's
mine,
like.
one of mine checks on me more than the other one, than the others, and does tell me he loves me before he goes to bed.
Deep down inside, they all love you.
Yeah.
You know that. It's just
it's the way they show their love.
I'm trying to be
No, they do. I think on
positive
some
here.
level.
I think that you could
you're laughing
be
at me.
wrong about a couple people there.
well, technically you have a few.
Like I
so
said, I had extras so that I could end up with one, but the others just 18. You're alive. I did what I needed to do.
My mom.
I hope you'll be okay.
Yeah.
When I hit puberty, my mom said those were my bitch years. I mean, I didn't really grow out of them.
I wasn't
entirely.
very
so
nice when I was a teenager.
That was terrible.
My mother called those
awful.
my
And
bitch
I know
years.
my daughter's going to go through that too because she is
Yep.
me on steroids. Like
Oh.
she's me times 1,000.
But you got it. You can handle it. They're good kids. I
don't
mean,
know if I like I am like nasty to her.
kids are assholes.
Well, you might have been difficult, but I mean, you
We all
kind
can
of
be.
pulled it together, girl.
I did, but I was
mean, I really-
incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult.
Well, I don't think I was that difficult.
I mean,
but-
like I snuck out of my house.
oh, I guess I did that stuff too.
I did. I mean, I barred my.
wait, when you were in high school? I never did anything like that.
Oh,
Well,
my mother was like,
I don't think I
hope
was.
you had a
I
daughter
don't think
just
I
that
ever
was
was able.
My
to
father
actually
had a
sneak
weak heart.
out.
I didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
My mother was always watching. You couldn't do anything. She was like there all the time somehow. I don't know. She was
No,
like,
my mom was divorced. And
no,
like,
my mom was divorced too, but she was
Yeah.
like this.
yeah, no,
was like a
mine-
hawk.
Mine wasn't.
Yeah.
She even told me at one point the reason that we got to the ages that we did was because she never let us do anything, and all she did was watch us. I said, yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know you.
My
watched it.
mother
And you were
knows
so strict. I never got to do anything.
So much more than my
mom
dad
was
ever
not
did.
strict.
My mom knew at least 80% more than we let my dad know.
Yeah.
So in other words, technically she
yeah, your
saved
mom
our ass a
definitely
lot.
knew- your
And
mom
I
knew
wasn't even that
everything.
bad. I mean, I had my moments when I did my thing. A lot of the times I wasn't where I was,
Yeah. I was never.
but I mean,
None of
I
us
didn't.
said- none of us were where we said we were.
I lost my virginity when I was a freshman in college, and I didn't start smoking
Yes,
pot
I
until a
waited
senior in
then-
high school.
I
So
waited then too. I was a good girl.
when I was a lot younger, I didn't do much of anything, but when I got my license, it was just being out of the house that was like my high. I was
Yeah,
like,
same here.
Yeah, you're like,
me and Sherry would go into the library, and we did for 20 minutes, so it wasn't a lie, and then we left.
Yeah.
We were out in cars, that's
Driving
all we
around.
did, driving around, parking in parking lots, meeting the same people.
Yep.
Going up to Hampton, and
Smoking
just,
cigarettes.
like, driving in freaking circles, parking, walking in circles, like it was the same stupid stuff all of us did.
Yep.
It was so much fun.
I
It
know,
really,
right?
really was. Oh,
We had
loved
a
it.
blast.
Loved it.
Karen and I, we had a whole summer where it was just the two of us because
Yeah.
our friends, one of them moved and the other one went to Italy for the entire summer.
Oh, jeez.
So it was just us, and we had license, and we didn't know what to do with ourselves. It was the summer before senior year.
And I love how
We had to make all new friends that summer.
we're all in the general vicinity of each other. We all had separate friends.
Oh, yeah.
Different adventures, but they were all
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because there was nothing else to do.
There was
what were
nothing-
you going to do
Exactly.
in this area? Nothing.
You know, when I ventured out, I went to 2 towns over, and I felt like I was in a different country.
My kids don't do anything either. So if I ask John what he does, they basically do the same thing. They drive to like Wendy's. They just like hang out at fast food places. They hang out in parking lots and talk after work or whatever. They literally go to fast food places and just sit there most of the time. That's all they do.
I was at.
It's not any different.
Somewhere the other day, and I saw a bunch of kids in a parking lot, and they were, it was the Target parking lot.
Yeah,
and
they were hanging
playing
out
football, and I'm like, what's going on?
That's what we did.
Yes. Oh my God.
We used to meet at that the plaza. Where Market Basket was and Papagino's and McDonald's.
Yes.
That was the one that we were always at. The one down on the what would I
West
call
side.
that? The west side.
I told you about the
That's
story.
where we did. And with that McDonald's was the one we met everyone because all of our friends worked at McDonald's at that one.
Yep.
So we would wait for them all to get out of work and we would just sit in the lot.
Did I?
So stupid.
I don't think you know this. I don't think I've ever told you. Did I tell you about the whole Market Basket police situation when I was?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so me and Sherry, her boyfriend at the time worked at that Market Basket, and he had the Z28 or the what a Trans Am style car. Remember those?
Yes,
Camaro
those
type?
things. That's.
His
I
was
think of this town when I see those. Okay.
Yes, he had a Z28. I think it was really
I
nice.
hated those.
And he had the T-tops. And he would go to work and he would leave the T-tops open.
Oh.
And we always would tell him, saying, dude, it could rain.
Someone could steal your car.
People could steal something. If it wasn't your car, steal something out of the car.
Out of it.
So we would always go and visit them at the market, after we went to the library. And we would go and talk to him. And this one night, we see his car and he's got the roof open. We're like, let's teach him a lesson, right? So we go into his car. We leaned into the door, each side of the door. We took all of his tapes.
Yes, that's right. Tapes. We used to make the mix tapes, man.
Took the tapes out of his car and left. And I was in my mother's New Yorker. And we're pulling out. What I didn't realize was that a cute little grandparent couple watched us do this and had that look on their face like, oh,
they just
my
stole stuff from that guy's
God.
car.
And I'm driving. I saw them. I was like, I don't think that's a good thing, Sherry. And she said, no, we'll be fine. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. We'll be fine.
I'm like, we got to go back and tell them. That's my boyfriend's car.
Well, it wasn't.
Panicked.
I prayed that nothing came of this, but when I got home, which was probably not even an hour later, because I didn't stay out late at that time, my parents were sitting in the living room, which was not abnormal. Oh, no. My father says, sit down, like in that you're in deep shit tone. I'm like,
boy.
and I knew exactly what it was. I was like, okay. I'm sitting down. I'm like, I'm dead. He says, I got a call from the police department tonight. Do you have anything you would like to talk to me about? I said, yes, I can explain everything.
After I was reading at the library.
After I was reading the Bible at the library, I decided to steal tapes out of somebody else's car and hope that the old couple that watched me didn't call the cops. But I basically told them.
They must have went to a payphone to call the cops.
Because how else would you tell them?
There weren't cell phones at that time. So I was like, I had to talk to the police department. I said, I can give them the names and everything. I called Sherry and I told her, I said, yeah, I'm in deep trouble. Call Dean. He's going to let me get his number down. He can help me out. Because she's like, oh my God. Because she didn't want her parents to find out.
Yeah.
I said, listen, don't worry about it. I'm not going to say anything. Just, I need to clear this with them. So I talked to I don't know if it was a police chief or a sergeant or whoever it was. And he told him the whole story. I said, we were just trying to teach him a lesson. And he's like, and what was the lesson that you learned? I said, don't get caught. I said, look around before you do that. I said not to do that, clearly. And he kind of chuckled because he thought it was funny. But I said, I have my friend's boyfriend's name. He said he'll call you and verify that he knows us. We have all of his tapes. All we needed to do, he didn't even know we did it.
Oh,
because
really?
he had a tape in the deck that he just put back in. He never even looked in the console.
Yeah.
He was clueless that anything happened to his car. All we needed to do was take that one tape out of the tape deck, and he would have looked in his console to get it, and it would have been empty, and he would have been like, what the, So it wasn't, it's been a joke all these years. His father had passed some time ago. And we were at the wake, and we were telling his kids, Sherry and Dean's kids, the story about when your mother and Auntie April tried to pull a fast one on me, and everyone's peeing their pants laughing. I'm like,
they
were just trying to teach you.
They got married?
Oh, yeah, they got married.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They had 2 kids.
Oh.
And then she had 2 more with her second marriage. Oh, they're so grown up now. But it was just one of the funniest things.
funny.
But that parking lot was one of the places where we used to hang out. And
Never.
I worked at that Papagino's.
Yep.
And then Karen was working at, where's she working? I think she was working at laundromats. She always worked at laundromats. Family.
Yep.
Family, her parents own like a cleaning company. So it's like everything they did
Which
had to do with
Karen?
cleaning.
I don't know if you want to say the
I
last.
can't
Oh,
say
no,
the last name.
I won't do like, yeah. I try to stay away from last names. And for a long time, I was trying to stay
Do
away
I
from.
know the Karen?
She might, yeah.
I do.
I decided saying towns. If you want to say it, it's fine by me.
Yeah.
But I try to keep last names out of it.
Yeah,
Just,
no,
you know,
Me too.
try
Me
to
too.
stick to as much privacy as I can. But I mean,
It would have been Karen beep.
yeah. I actually think it's funny when I get to throw the sound effects in something if I want to
She
cloud
does
it.
like it. It makes her laugh.
I love doing clips. There'll be a clip section of this whole episode, and you'll get a copy. I'll send it to you.
I'll never
She's
listen
all
to it.
about.
No.
like, her
I'm going to
clips.
send it to you in like a text message because I'll put the clips together. It'll be like 3 minutes. Oh, okay. So Jen's going to do something. I'm going to.
Oh, didn't think of that
You
one.
got it now?
Okay. Kind of like family.
Right?
Yep.
Which, of course, you're not really related to them.
Exactly. It's the one that I'm not
It's
really.
the other one you're not related to, yeah.
Actually, you know what? We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back on the Lily Pad. Don't you go anywhere. We are back, and this is the final segment, I think, for tonight's episode, because I know that, well,
I'm yawning.
Yes. Yeah.
Not because I'm bored, just because I'm tired, and this is the most stimulating night I've had in a long time.
I'm glad that we're a part of that.
Good.
Sarah's like, oh, shit, poor Jen.
We can
Her
make
life
your
has
life
sucked.
good like this again.
Jen, seriously, anytime. Just if you shoot me a text saying, I need to get out of my house for 20 minutes, I'll be like, my door's open.
All right.
You know, that's your spot, even though I made you sit here tonight. It was so abnormal. I'm so used to seeing you across the room. But
At least I
it's-
got to sit for a minute.
Yeah.
in my
Well,
spot.
when we stop in a few, then
You can go sit there as long as you want.
you can sit there. We'll shut the mics
know
off.
what's
in the-
gonna
One
tell you
day,
can't
Cookie's
around
gonna be
here.
Like, Jen's downstairs. She's laying on the couch. She needed to get away from her people.
And you know what? That'd be fine. That'd be fine. I'd come down and you'd probably just sitting there with a glass of wine or a book or something. Like, hey, what's up? You know? So I need you guys to pick a number from 1 to 10. Let me pick the number I'm going to choose. And whoever's closest, well, I'll tell you in a minute. So I have the
I already
number
have the
picked.
number.
All right. So what do you
What
pick?
is it between?
1 and
1 and 10. And whoever's closest gets the leading role.
I pick 5.
I'm going 7.
Genuine. It was 4. So, Sarah,
What?
look what we're going to do.
Oh, I saw those under your table, and I was like, what is she up to?
I'm up to no good. So,
Of
Jen,
course you are.
since you were the closest to the number, you're going to be the book holder, the story chooser, and
Yay.
me and Sarah have to fill in the blanks.
Oh, goody.
Okay.
So
And do I read it when it's all done?
Oh, that'll be funny. Let her
you
do it.
can if you want.
Okay.
I think you should because you have that voice we were talking
You have
about
a great
earlier.
voice. Yes, you should do it.
It's be story time with Jen. Now,
Story time with Jen.
I bought 3 Mad Libs. This one says advice for the lovelorn, adult Mad Libs. This one's
Oh, I
cute.
like that one.
This one says, it's also an adult Mad Libs. My bleeping family Mad Libs. So this is all
Wow,
about
that
family.
can get weird.
This one, I think, is the cutest book of them all. It's hardcover. It's black and hot pink. It says Mad Libs After Dark. Now, I may or may
That's
not have put
crazy
some bright
stuff.
pink Post-its here on some of the stories that I had gone through to think of using. But, Jen, you feel free, and I'm going to give you...
You feel free. I'm going to hand you the book that I've chosen.
Jen, you don't get to pick. Just take this one.
Just.
No, I'm kidding.
You won, and
Actually,
you don't get to pick.
actually, no, you seriously, you can actually pick...
I've already picked.
Oh, you
I'm gonna
did?
Go with your favorite.
Isn't it? But it's so cute, right? So there's a plethora of colors here that you can use for pens.
Do you have a color that you've already chosen?
I have, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
I booked the
The electric bikes. This is going to be a very interesting beginning of August.
That-
Me on an electric bike.
That's like
Okay.
what
Good
did I
choice.
say that
She
was like
chose
80,
purple.
$80 a person.
I'm not going to be
or something?
influenced
for you.
rating?
by the
60 or
pink
80.
tags. I'm going to be in.
No, pick whatever you want. So we're going to do Mad Libs.
Uh oh.
Okay.
Oh no, she's
Do I tell you the topic?
no.
No.
Just have us pick the word. Sarah, I'll let you start with the first one.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. How's that gum working out? Do you like them?
It's great.
Aren't they
I'm
great?
sure my jaw will hurt really bad later on, which is usually what happens.
And then you'll curse my name.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
That works for me.
I'm going to start.
Okay.
Oh.
Adjective.
You can actually write in the story itself. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be easier for you to read it too. I don't mind.
Am I supposed to write this?
Because they're cheap enough. I can buy more at another time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you said what
An
adjective
adjective.
to Sarah?
Adjective, huh? Luscious.
Ooh, that's a good one. See, I love when you say a word and then you read the sentence, don't you? Because I do the same thing and then you
'cause
chuckle.
I'm like my eyes aren't focusing because I have my progressives on because that's how old I am.
I
but
got
it's still not
progressives
working.
too.
Noun.
I just
please.
returned mine because I didn't like them.
Whip, right?
Whip is good.
Whip is good.
Adjective.
Whip it good.
Sarah, that's to you.
What was it again?
Adjective.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
Why?
When you have to actually think about
You're
the
gonna
word.
need a
Terrible.
lot of- terrible. Okay. You're gonna need a lot of adjectives. Just so
Okay,
that you know.
I'm thinking
All right.
now. I got a lot of adjectives. coming up.
Noun.
Oh, Minga. Get it?
Yeah,
Like what I did?
Minga.
Really? I like what I did there?
I think that's a noun.
it is a noun.
Pretty sure Ming is a noun.
It is. It's
It has to be if it's what you're
Alright.
saying.
it's another word. Yeah, hold
I'm
on.
gonna do Ming. Yeah.
Hold
no,
on.
it's done. Adjective.
Oh, no.
Green.
A place.
April.
Let's see.
Pick a place.
I'm thinking of a good one. Texas Roadhouse bathroom,
Oh, that was specific.
wasn't it? Not really. I didn't say which bathroom.
Hopefully they have the bread with the cinnamon butter.
Well, there isn't.
Oh,
which, there
I
isn't,
love that.
There isn't which.
It always goes back to food.
There's like unisex bathrooms now. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's true. Well,
Adjective.
Oh God. Ugly.
Part of the body.
Oh, that's to you.
score. Nipple.
I knew you were going to go there.
Of course.
Adjective.
Hard.
I knew you were going to go there.
You alluded.
Plural
You
noun.
alluded. What?
Plural noun.
Ooh, that's to me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
You keep getting the nouns.
You keep getting the adjectives. We're working well together. See how that works? All right, so, I'm sorry, say that again. Plural noun?
Yep.
Balls.
Gee, that wasn't far from Mingham. Did you even try there?
Type of food.
It's plural.
Type of food?
Don't be-
Oysters.
Don't be hating on my word choices, girl. Oysters. Ugh, nasty.
Well, they're an aphrodisiac.
Verb
I know.
ending in ing.
Slapping. Oh, wait, was that to me? That was to me. Okay. That's right, because you said oyster.
Yeah.
Part of the body.
Part of the body.
Make it count.
Butt. With 2 T's.
And you complained about me saying balls. You said butt.
Yeah, but no one, it's not alluded to anything else so far.
It's right next to the set.
Is it?
Kind of.
It's a long way around to the back for
But it's
that.
still next to the set.
Adjective.
Plump.
Oh, you got an adjective.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Noun.
Oh, it's to me.
Roles reversed.
Oh, God. Oh, this is hard. Wait, let me think.
I'm so glad
That's
I
what
don't
she
have to come up
said.
with words.
I had to do
I already
this.
used hard. I
Banter
can't
is
use that
pretty
again. And that's not a noun. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
No pressure.
Couch.
Adjective.
No, I was thinking of a word, but that's not an adjective. Thick.
I was going to say put it in a sentence
I was thinking of girth.
and diagram it really quick, please.
Okay.
You know
guys
kids
ready?
today can't diagram sentences.
They can't do a lot
my
of things.
God.
They don't even know what it
Expected that
is.
in
They're
grammar
like,
school.
what's a diagram?
That was like math to me as a child.
I love that. It
When I was
fun.
in college,
You're probably
the
smart.
students didn't know how to use the typewriter. How does this thing work? Turn it on. Start typing.
Not complicated, folks.
It's really not. Oh, we done?
Yeah. We're done.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
we're ready.
It's the Kama Sutra shopping list.
Ooh.
Okay. You've got a luscious date tonight with your whip of the month, and you're hoping to get terrible. If you want to show your Mingya a great time, you better make sure to pick up your green items on your next trip to the Texas Roadhouse bathroom. Massage candle. It adds an ugly glow to the bedroom and gives you excuse to touch your date's nipple.
Perfect.
Excuse me. Arousal gel makes a woman so hard she can't control her balls. Oh, shit. Oyster flavored condoms. A new meaning to the phrase slapping out. A vibrating butt ring. It guarantees a plump finish for both man and couch. Scented bath gel, so you could both get clean after you've gotten all thick.
Well, I need a smoke. How about you?
Well, that was awesome.
I
think
still
the
want to
best
know how.
part was
I
her
want to know how
laugh.
the butt ring.
She's got a
thing
great.
works.
She's got an infectious
That
laugh.
was so much fun.
Should we do another one?
I want to know how the butt ring works.
I know.
I can Google it.
Someone show me that one.
You must poop it out.
I'm gonna Google butt ring and see what I get.
Oh, God. And then women balls. Where are those?
The whole sentence about the women balls. Let's just read it again.
Read it again.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
It's for arousal gel. That's one of the things you need on your shopping list. It says makes a woman so hard she can't control
Dude,
Her balls.
I could get a butt ring. I could get a.
Oh, my God. I always knew we had balls. Because clearly, how would we get this far?
Seriously.
Very true. Some of us have brass
I like,
ones.
I think I like the whole you guys giving me the words in me reading because
I think we should do another one.
I don't know what an adjective or I'm like, God, please don't ask me for
You
an adverb.
certainly do.
Of course I do, but I'm being funny because don't ask me for an adverb though. 'Cause
I mean,
I'd really be screwed on the adverb.
I mean, I know we all went to Catholic school, but we definitely know this stuff, right?
yeah.
We did pick up on something,
And
right?
we did diagram sentences. And
We did.
memorize poems and all that other shit.
We did.
Okay, let's just go like this. Oh, let me just pick one of April's favorites this time.
No. Pick whatever you want.
Okay. Oh, okay. Plural noun.
Do you want me to start this time?
Yeah, go, girl.
All right. Crap. Plural noun. Bosoms.
Oh, I knew she was going there again.
Of course. I mean, it is Mad Libs After Dark.
That's true. It's after dark.
Noun.
Oh, man. I don't know. Vibrator.
There you go.
A place.
I don't... Movie theater booth. You know, that booth where they play the movies?
You have some fantasy.
Back in the
don't
day.
you?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking you were going to say porn shop since I just had a vibrator.
I'm so
but,
simple.
Okay,
I'm
whatever.
like the closet.
Yeah, simple things.
Noun.
And I do like porn shops, by the way.
Let's do that. That's
Porn
a noun.
shop?
Porn shop.
Oh, all right.
Number.
12.
That's random.
Noun.
Basement.
Wouldn't that be a place, though?
No, it's a noun.
Yeah, I guess.
A place is a noun. What are you talking about?
It's a geographic
Person,
place. Yeah.
place, noun. Person, place.
Noun.
That's a noun.
Okay.
'Cause it doesn't. Yeah.
Adjective.
I think of a basement of a place I go and there's nouns in it.
But there's still a noun.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was the next one?
An adjective.
Steamy. It's all right, right?
That's a good one.
A number.
Ooh.
13.
Type of liquid.
Tequila.
I'm thinking of
Adjective?
some other liquids. Adjective.
I was too, but then I went right to tequila for some reason.
Slimy.
Ew. That's a good one.
Well, I was thinking of liquids.
Noun.
Oh, wait, that's me. Feather tickler.
That you get at the porn shop.
Exactly. You know, that noun.
Yeah, that noun. Which is also a
The one from
location.
the basement. Noun.
Oh, God, another one. Oh, cock ring.
Oh, you know, I was thinking of cock ring before.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had any luck using those. I mean, not that I've had a cock to put it on myself, but
What? Just have
It's not that you know, we know of anyway. You
no,
know.
I don't have one.
I know.
I'm not hiding that much.
Adjective.
Climactic.
Wow. I thought there.
High expectations.
Verb ending in ing.
Oh, humping.
I gotta steal another one of these Sour Patch Kids. Wait, I'm next.
Plural noun.
Sex swings. I sold one of those when I used to sell sex toys.
Did you really?
Yeah, they loved it.
That was a big one.
Oh yeah.
Adjective. My friend had one.
Did you like it?
My work friend, yeah.
Right.
Just a work friend.
She had to throw that work. You know.
It was just the way you said that. I was like, that's perfect.
Well, just because if anybody's listening, it wasn't one of you guys. It was one of them.
With those other people.
And this work friend, if they listen to this, like, oh, she told.
She's like, it's me. And she would be like, sure, had a blast. Still have it. Adjective.
Oh, is that me?
I don't know. I forgot.
Leathery.
Oh, you know what's funny? I was thinking leather
No way.
in one of the other answers, but I didn't use it.
Well, you know.
I went in a different direction.
Verb ending in ing.
Did I use stimulating?
No.
Is that a verb,
Great
though?
one.
That's not really a verb, is it?
It's perfect.
It's not a verb.
It is perfect? Okay.
Well, it is. It is. It was stimulating.
It's stimulating for the sentence.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And noun.
Oh, that'd be you.
Strap.
All right.
Well, you said leather.
Fantasy First Dates Part 1.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
The best first dates involved grand romantic bosoms like these. Charter a private vibrator and fly to the movie theater booth. Also known as the porn shop.
I just had a
of
really,
love,
really bad visual.
for a 12-course dinner.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Followed by explosive diarrhea. Okay, let's go back. Charter a private vibrator and fly to the movie theater booth, also known as the porn shop of love, for a 12-course dinner, followed by a moonlit ride in a basement along the canals. Okay. Prepare a steamy gourmet picnic, complete with a $13 bottle of tequila and a quartet serenading you with slimy
Slimy what?
songs.
Slimy song.
The next one's funny. Rent a space on the Jumbo Feather Tickler during a cock ring ball game and a post super climactic massage. Like, glad we're humping together here to get today. Okay.
Can you read that one
I
again?
have to, because I didn't do a good job.
No, you did.
Rent a space on the Jumbo Feather Tickler during a cock ring ball game and a post a super climactic message like, glad we're humping together here today. Ooh. Send a bouquet of long stem red sex wings before and after the date, and for good measure, send one to the leathery restaurant where you're whining and stimulating your date.
Oh, that actually works really well together. I want to go back on the giant feather tickler.
Is take a nighttime hot air strap ride to check out the stars.
Oh, that ended
Air
nice.
strap, right?
There's always like one sentence
That
that's
makes-
the best out of everything that makes the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. That was Feather Tickler one. Really
That was
had it
good.
down.
Feather-
Cock ring ball game.
I mean, your words were feather tickler, cock ring, and climactic, and humping. I mean,
It was like, boom.
those like boom, boom, boom.
It just-
boom.
It
4
worked
great words. Yep,
in the correct order, used properly.
it was nice.
That was good.
Nice job.
I like the Mad Libs
I
section.
think I like adult Mad Libs better than any other Mad Libs.
Oh, yeah. Way funnier.
And when you do regular Mad Libs, though, you always pick dirty words.
Always.
Always.
Well, then you can make that also funny. Because you're doing that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hysterical.
Wasn't
Where
this
did you
book-
get these?
Amazon. I was thinking about different things to do on the show to just make it a little interesting and more like impromptu and
It's
like
when she runs out of ideas, she whips out Mad Libs.
Yeah, that's good
the
stuff.
word whip again. Yeah.
Whip.
But it's a cute book too. It's kind of like my hair,
They're
black and pink.
adorable. I like
yeah.
the books.
I do too. I like
I
them.
bought both my kids Mad Libs, like, you know, at one point, not adult ones. And
I would
they
hope
just
not.
didn't get into it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they don't like
It's
it.
your deal.
They don't like them.
Yeah.
And you're like, why do you not
And
like that?
Like, I read it and I'm laughing.
No,
and they're
because
like,
they
yeah,
don't think
funny.
anything we think is funny.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Have
will
you
say
seen what they think is funny?
Yes.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. It's so
And
bad.
they're like, we're hilarious. You're really not, though.
No, not at all.
No.
We just don't get each other anymore.
There's nothing interesting about us to that generation, but
No.
it's kind of
No.
the way it always is with most generations, right?
It's like my
kind of.
Kevin always says to me, back in my day, that's what he says to me every time I say something about the past.
I'm like
To my face.
I'm like, you're
I'm
you're
not
13.
that old, dude.
Back in your day, that
Back
doesn't work.
in my day.
You know what, though? Actually, I've told...
No, he's making fun of me because I'm telling stories from the past. He's like, I'm 80.
I told my son stories of my past, and he's actually kind of like envious of it. He's like, "You had way more fun than I did."
Oh, yes,
that I'm
we did.
having.
Yeah.
And like his high school experience sucks compared to mine.
I agree.
And I'm like,
It's
you
so
need
different
to
now.
go to college, and you need to go. Like, you need to get
That's why I
Experience
told
that.
John to go to college. I was like, you need to just go there.
Yeah.
Because you have to experience what it's like
Life.
to live there and be a part of that whole thing. Because
Yeah,
it's just
and have a different
there's nothing
perspective.
like it in
Yeah.
the world.
I unfortunately couldn't have that because we couldn't afford it.
Right.
But my mom worked at the college I went to, but I was always there anyway, constantly.
Yeah.
So much that the kids in the dorms with that worked that little front desk there.
Oh yeah,
I never had to buzz in. They thought I lived there.
Yeah.
Because I was there all the time. The only thing I did was I went home to sleep.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was on campus from when I started my first class in the morning
yeah.
till at night. So, I mean, I had a decent, very, very good college experience, even though I never finished.
Yes, you
back in the
did.
day.
I
But
didn't really like
I had a lot of fun.
experience, but I liked my high school experience. And
I totally loved college. It was way better than high school.
yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
like,
Any day
commuted
of the
my
week.
first year, and then I lived and I moved to a different college. I lived there my second year, and then I commuted my last 2 years. And I basically worked full time almost throughout the entire.
Oh, you didn't really enjoy
experience.
it then?
No,
Oh, okay.
No,
was
I had so
miserable
much
trying
more
to
fun,
pay for
especially by
all
the
of it.
time I went back there. After I finished up with the community college, when I went back, we all lived in apartments, and so it was pretty, loosey goosey,
Yeah.
whatever we could do, and so it was like 2 years of just
Yeah.
grand old time.
Yeah, no,
Then
I had fun when I went to
The
my
shit
friend's
hit the
school.
fan, and I had to work
Yeah,
full time.
Yeah.
I did that during college pretty
see,
much,
that's
and it was
terrible.
horrible.
I always had at least a part-time job.
I did too.
20,
I worked.
25
I had
hours.
to pay for my rent.
My parents said if I was in school, I didn't have to work full-time, but if I wanted a job, it would have to be part-time. So,
Yeah, we
and I
didn't
had
have
been
any
working
money.
since I was 15 anyway.
Yeah, I started working when I was like 15.
It was,
Yep.
yeah, I had to work. I worked as soon as I could work, and
Me too.
I just never had money. Even if I worked really hard, I still never had money.
Yeah, me too.
It was awful. It was such a horrible
I
feeling.
never understand why that was.
Yeah.
I was probably spending it clearly,
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
but I know I always paid my rent and stuff because she couldn't pay it, so I always paid that. I always tried to pick up the best part-time job you could get, that paid the most, so you could like afford that on a part-time salary. Janitor. I was one of the janitor assistants
Oh, you were?
at college. Yeah, they paid the best. I remember going down to the bathrooms underneath the library.
Oh, God.
That was where people did things they shouldn't do all the time, like make statements on walls and whatnot. And we'd have to go down there with like the lady who ran the whole housekeeping section. She was this little old Portuguese lady from Lowell.
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, she was funny as hell. And we get down there and she'd be like, "All right, guys, you just go back over there, stay in the corner. I'll get rid of this. You come in after, and then you can clean up the bar."
Just going to get rid of the filth.
No, and then on the weekends, I picked up like the side gig that they had, where you had to go take the trash out from the female and the male dorm that was over there. Oh my God, from the bathrooms in the
Yep.
weekends. Oh, it was so gross. You got paid a ton of money for going there. Literally, like
Yeah.
I don't know, you were there half an hour, right? It was so disgusting, though.
I bet.
I used to pee all over the place and attach toilet paper to it, like it
Yeah.
was some kind of
The kids
decoration.
at Merrimack used to trash the dorms. I used to hear all the stories. My mom worked there at the physical plant for years.
Yeah, they did.
And she said it was disgusting. It was like these kids were never brought up with any kind of
They did it on
domestic knowledge
They
at all.
enjoyed it.
Wow.
It's because they could get away with it. And they did. Some kids, I think, got caught with certain things, of course, but
Oh yeah,
they
that was
trashed the
disgusting.
place.
I mean, thinking about being a janitor or any like at a college, that had to have been so incredibly difficult. Like
Yeah, it was really easy at some points.
I know, but
Sometimes they would send you to like sweep the stairs and vacuum things. So you're like standing in the hallways where people are running up and down the stairs, and you're sweeping all the sand down these big old stairs from this college, because the North Side campus is like really old buildings.
Yeah.
Like 1899.
wow.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love buildings like that.
Yeah, really old. Yeah, it was still a good job. And in the summer, we worked 40 hours a week with them. We would walk around, and they would strip all the floors and move all the desks and wax everything. We'd do that.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep. Jackie of all trades.
Yeah, I love that.
You know me, I've had like every job under the sun.
That's what you said to me before. She said I had practically every job on the planet. I haven't, but I have had a lot of jobs.
Yeah, me too.
Different
I'm the same
types.
way.
I've had a lot of admin office jobs, but I started out as a cashier at a supermarket. I've worked in
too.
retail. I've been in management,
too.
food.
Food.
Speaking of, we'll wrap this up in a few minutes. I want to tell you guys about that text my friend sent. New angle on my little food idea. I don't think I even told you about it all
Were
initially.
you still thinking about the truck?
Yeah,
That's all I'm going to say.
yeah.
Great idea.
So, thinking about it, friends,
Okay.
but a different
All right.
perspective of that. It's kind of an involvement. It's everything I think of with this idea. It's kind of morphed into a different direction because it always comes down to the mighty dollar, and I don't have one. I don't have money to really invest. I'm kind of broke.
What about getting like some angel investors or?
That's what I'd like to get. I think because what I'd like to do is a risky business.
You do need you have to
I was
have
going to
investors.
say
I need to get an investor.
you
Can't do it
totally can get one of those.
We'll have to talk about that too. But before we do that, we will wrap it up and we can chit chat because it's still kind of early. You don't have to like fly home yet, do you? Yet?
No, it's definitely past my bedtime because I'm lame, but I can stay awake to learn about the idea.
Yeah, it's not
'Cause
that
I'm
long.
really excited about it. I'm kidding, but I'm fine. I'm good.
Wait, you're kidding about being excited for me?
No, I'm really tired. I'm excited for you though.
No, I know.
I was thinking she was talking about the sleeping thing.
Yeah.
I love sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you said earlier you can't wait to go to bed typically.
Every day.
So
I'm
I'm
so
very
excited
thankful
about
that you came
But I'm
over
super
tonight.
excited about this idea, and I
Yes.
would love to help you figure out ways to get like funding and investing.
I know.
And
I
I'll
would
tell
love to
you
be a
right
part
now,
of that.
that's why I love my friends because you guys give me perspectives that maybe I hadn't touched upon or maybe thought of, but I haven't thought about it again since the first thought kind of ran through your mind and you go in a different direction. But I'm open to suggestions. But I just wanted to say thank you, Jen, because I see you all the time. Thank you for always coming over, Sarah, of course. But I never see you, Jen.
I know.
So I'm used to her. So
Yeah.
it's nice to have new blood on the show.
Happy to be
No,
here.
I'm kidding. This is like the third. Is this the third one you've been on?
Third or fourth.
Third or fourth. You've been on 3. We did a phone one last year.
Still one of my favorite ones.
This is the third one, the fourth one actually. now.
Was Gina and her fear.
The paranormal.
She
We did
was
a
so funny.
we did a paranormal one.
Oh yeah, the Gina thing.
At one point, that's right, because she knows Gina.
Yeah.
So I remember Gina sitting on the couch and she wasn't moving or blinking, I don't think. So I looked at her because my cousin Derek was here and I looked at Gina. I said, blink once for yes, twice for no, because I'm like, is she there? I think she froze.
She's the best because she's afraid of all of it.
She wanted to
I
be
am
on.
too, but she's more afraid than I am, and she's so funny.
I always loved Gina. I did. Gina was one of my favorites from St. Monica's.
She's a good bean.
She is. She is. All right. Well, listen, that being said, thank you guys for coming over. This was another fantastic ladies' lounge. So what I'll probably do is tomorrow I'm going to work on this in the afternoon, get it on my laptop, do some editing. And when I put the clips together, it's usually anywhere from between, it's going to be less than 5 minutes for me to put the video on Instagram. I can't stand that you can't put a super long video the way I do it. So usually at 4 minutes, it's good to do the clips on Instagram, but I usually send them off to her, and I'll send you the clips of the show. Because if you want to listen to the whole thing, I pick what I think is really funny, and I smack
She
it all.
morphs it more. Bleh.
Morphs it.
Wow, that was bad. She morphs it all together, and it's quite funny.
That's like one of the funnest parts about it too. Is like not only I love doing this, but then I re-listen to it because what I do now is I re-listen to the whole episode, and anything I think is really funny, I write down the time and like what it's about, and I keep going. And typically, I have like 9 pages of spots in the show, 9 to 10 pages of spots in the show that I think would be good for a clip. Do the whole show, put it together, blah blah blah. Then I go back and I start ripping it apart with the clips, and then I listen to them again, and then I put them together and see how long I can condense it. And that's just like a boatload of fun
the
because
last one was really funny.
I love to play it for you. The 2 clips, the first one was like 3 minutes, the last one was like 4, but they're great. They're funny because you remember every part of the episode when we said that, and you remember the whole conversation. I just put a little blurb right in there, and you know what happened before and after, but nobody else does. Unless you listen to the whole
right, so I'll
friggin'
listen
thing.
next time.
So, Mingya, I've taken up enough of your time,
Yeah,
and we're going to call it a day. So, Anybody who wants to shed any fun stories with me, email me anytime, april@thelilypadpodcast.com or thelilypadpodcast@gmail.com. And we will be seeing you on the Lily Pad.